clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 19 Sight, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll set up a throw. And the catch made by Johnson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Calvin Johnson. A gain of 7. And the Saints first down.
Here we go. 7 Viking and 3. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go. Shot. 70 Lions. Ready, right?
First down, the run with Lynch. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marshawn Lynch, 37 yards. And the Saints will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Giants nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
What is up?
Now run, it's Kenneth Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Williams looking to do it himself. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ready.
A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third down and 1.
Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Saints. Marshawn Lynch. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Aubrey good with the PAT. And it's now 14-0.
Giants nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Williams. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Williams. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
45-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Williams looking to do it himself. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
Partner, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? You know, they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, set. 19 charger, 19 charger.
Back to throw here. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Ready, break. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Break. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd and 4. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marshawn Lynch on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
First down, at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
To the air, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Quick completion here to Johnson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Harold Carmichael, 77 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Giants 11. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
76, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. up there, 26 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hey, smash, go street. Steady.
On this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They go up the middle with Lynch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Okay, ready?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Panther 6. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now a give, running right is Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To throw, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Calvin Johnson, 82 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
On the ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now Lynch, left side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Warriors 70.
Second and 11. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. 20. 5. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth.
Saints 28, Giants 27.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Buffalo 80. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
And he'll go down at the 28.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
An inside run with Lynch. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Nice. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Come on, come on. Set.
Finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they really